Liam was a pilot for the human space exploration team. He was used to flying through empty space, visiting new planets, and searching for signs of life. This time, his mission was different. The scanners showed a strange signal coming from a small, rocky planet far from human colonies. Liam was curious. He wanted to know what was there. As his ship came closer, Liam saw a damaged spaceship on the surface. It looked old and badly broken. The ship was not like any human craft he had seen before. It had smooth curves and glowing lights that changed color. Liam's heart beat faster. He was not alone. Someone had been here. Liam landed his ship near the wreck. The planet was quiet and cold, with gray rocks and thin air. He put on his suit and stepped outside. The silence made him feel small. He walked carefully toward the broken ship. The door was open, and inside, he found a woman lying on the floor. She was not human. Her skin was light blue, and her eyes were big and shining. Her hair looked like silver threads, and she wore clothes made from soft materials that Liam could not recognize. She was very weak and breathing slowly. Liam knew she needed help. He moved closer and checked her pulse. It was fast but weak. He tried to talk to her, but she did not open her eyes. Liam used his medical kit to clean her wounds and give her some energy. He was not sure if she would wake up, but he hoped. Liam looked around the ship. It was quiet, except for the low hum of broken machines. There were strange symbols on the walls and screens. He touched one of the panels, and the screen flickered to life. The ship's computer was still working. He found a message saved inside. The message was short and urgent. It said that the woman's name was Mira, and she was from a planet called Velora. Her ship was damaged during a fight with an unknown enemy. She was the last of her crew. If she could not find a mate from her species soon, she would not survive. The message ended with a plea for help. Liam felt a strange feeling. He wanted to save her, but he did not understand the meaning of mate for her people. He decided to bring her back to his ship and take care of her. Maybe on his ship, he could find more information. He carefully lifted Mira and carried her to his ship. As soon as they were inside, he started the medical systems. The ship's lights warmed the small room, and the air was clean and safe. Mira's breathing became steadier. Liam watched her face closely. She looked peaceful but tired. Hours passed. Mira's eyes finally opened. She looked at Liam with curiosity and fear. Her voice was soft and musical when she spoke. "Where am I?" she asked. Liam smiled gently. "You are safe now. I found you on that broken ship." "What happened?" Mira took a deep breath. She told Liam about her planet and her people. She explained that her species needed to bond with a mate to survive. It was more than just friendship or love. It was a connection that gave them strength and life. Without it, she would slowly die. Liam listened carefully. He felt respect for Mira and her people. He knew humans did not have this kind of bond, but he wanted to help. He promised her, "I will do everything I can to help you." Mira's eyes shone with hope. "Thank you, Liam. Your kindness means more than you know." Liam began to study the data from Mira's ship. He learned that the planet she came from was far away and dangerous. The enemy that attacked her was still searching. They wanted to capture her for unknown reasons. Liam knew he had to protect her. The next day, Liam and Mira prepared to leave the planet. Liam repaired his ship as fast as he could. Mira tried to rest and gather her strength. They both knew that their journey was only beginning. Before they left, Mira looked at the rocky sky. She said softly, "If I cannot find a mate soon, I will not survive, but I don't know if there's anyone like me out there." Liam put his hand on her shoulder. "Then we will find a way, together." As the ship lifted off, Liam watched the broken planet disappear below. He was ready to face whatever challenges came next. For Mira's life, and for something bigger than both of them. The stars outside the ship twinkled softly as Liam carefully piloted them away from the rocky planet. Mira lay on a small bed inside the ship's medical bay. Her breathing was more steady now, but Liam knew time was running out. The strange bond she needed to survive was not just a hope, it was a matter of life or death. Liam sat beside her and checked the readings on the monitor. Mira's vital signs were stable for now, but the ship's computer warned that without the bond, her health would soon decline again. He wished he understood more about her condition, but Mira's people were a mystery to him. Mira opened her eyes and smiled weakly. "Thank you for staying with me, Liam." He smiled back. "I'm not going anywhere. We'll figure this out together." She looked out the small window toward the stars. "I need to find a mate. It is my species' way. If I do not, my life will end." Liam nodded slowly. "I don't know much about your kind, but I promise I'll help." For the next few hours, Liam and Mira talked quietly. Mira explained that her species had a unique bond. When two mates connected, their bodies shared energy that kept them alive and strong. Without a mate, individuals grew weak and faded. Liam listened carefully. He asked many questions. Mira answered as best as she could, but the bond was hard for him to understand. It was more than friendship or love. It was a physical and emotional connection that was necessary to survive. "Is there anyone else like you nearby?" Liam asked. Mira shook her head sadly. "No, I was the last survivor of my crew. I do not know where my people are now." Liam felt the weight of her loneliness. He looked out the window again. The vast universe was full of life, but finding another like Mira might be impossible. Still, he refused to give up. As the ship traveled through space, Liam began searching the star charts for any signs of Mira's species. He hoped to find a signal, a message, or a place where she might be safe. The ship's computer worked quickly, scanning billions of stars. Suddenly, the alarm sounded. Liam jumped up from his chair. "What is it?" Mira asked. Sitting up slightly, Liam checked the screen. "There's something coming toward us. A ship." Mira's face grew serious. "They have found me." Liam prepared the ship's defense systems. "Who are they?" Mira shook her head. "I do not know. They attacked my ship. They want to capture me." The enemy ship was fast and dangerous. Liam's hands moved quickly over the controls. He fired warning signals, hoping to avoid a fight, but the enemy ship did not slow down. "Prepare for battle," Liam said calmly. Mira closed her eyes and held her hand over her chest. Liam noticed a faint glow from her skin. He did not know if it was fear or something else. The enemy ship fired a warning shot. Liam dodged and flew through an asteroid field to hide. The rocks crashed around them, and the ship shook. Mira held on tightly after a tense moment. The enemy ship lost sight of them and moved away. Liam breathed deeply. That was close. Mira looked at him with gratitude. "You saved my life again." Liam smiled. "We saved each other." They both knew this was only the beginning. The enemy would return, and they needed a plan. Liam spent the next hours making repairs to the ship and strengthening its shields. Mira rested and tried to regain her strength. As the danger grew, Liam and Mira became closer. They shared stories of their worlds. Liam told Mira about Earth, the blue planet full of green forests and vast oceans. Mira spoke of Vellora, a place of shining cities and deep traditions. Their friendship grew, and Liam began to see Mira not just as an alien needing help, but as someone he cared for deeply. Mira felt the same. The bond she needed to survive was becoming real between them, even if it was strange and new. One night, as the ship moved silently through space, Mira took Liam's hand. "Liam, if I do not find my mate soon, I will die. But I do not know if you can be my mate." Liam looked at her, feeling the weight of her words. "I don't know if I can either, but I want to try. We will face this together." Mira smiled softly. "Thank you, Liam. You are more than I hoped for." Days passed as Liam searched for a safe place for Mira. They contacted nearby colonies and space stations, but none had any knowledge of her species. Liam realized that Mira's survival depended on them finding a way to bond soon. One afternoon, as Liam studied the star charts, Mira suddenly gasped. She held her chest and fell to the floor. Liam rushed to her side. "What is wrong?" he asked. Panic in his voice, Mira struggled to breathe. "Without bond, my strength fades." Liam's heart pounded. He activated the medical systems and gave her all the support he could. Mira looked up at him with tired eyes. "Liam, Please don't give up on me. I won't. Liam promised fiercely. We will find a way. I swear it. As Mira rested, Liam made a decision. He would protect her no matter what. He would face any danger, fight any enemy, and try anything to save her life. For Mira, for the strange bond they were forming, and for the hope of a future together. Outside the ship, the stars continued to shine. Two very different lives were now connected by fate, trust, and the urgent need to survive. Liam and Mira were no longer just strangers. They were partners in a journey across the endless universe. Liam sat at the control panel, watching the stars glide past as the ship moved steadily through space. Mira rested nearby, her breathing calm but still weak. The bond she needed to survive was close, but uncertain. Liam knew it was something beyond anything he had ever imagined, and he felt both nervous and hopeful. Mira opened her eyes and looked at Liam. I feel stronger when you are near. It is strange, but true. Liam smiled gently. Maybe that bond is starting to grow between us. Mira nodded slowly. It may be the beginning. For days, Liam and Mira stayed close. They shared their hopes and fears. Liam learned that the bond was not just physical. It was emotional and mental too. It created a deep connection that allowed two beings to share energy in life itself. One evening, as the ship sailed through a field of distant stars, Mira reached out and took Liam's hand. Her touch sent a warm feeling through him. If we become mates, I will live, but it will change us both. Liam looked at her with honesty. I don't know what will happen, but I trust you. We will face it together. Mira smiled softly. Thank you, Liam. Your courage gives me hope. As their bond grew, Liam noticed changes in Mira. Her skin glowed faintly, and her strength returned bit by bit. At the same time, Liam felt an energy inside himself that was new and powerful. The bond was real, and it was working. But their growing connection did not go unnoticed. Deep in the dark reaches of space, the enemy that had attacked Mira's ship was watching. They were not happy to see her healing. They wanted her captured to use her species' secrets for their own gain. One day, as Liam worked on the ship's systems, alarms sounded loudly. Enemy ships detected, the computer announced. Mira's eyes widened. They have found us again. Liam moved quickly to the control panel. Get ready, Mira. We have to protect ourselves. The enemy ships appeared on the radar, fast and powerful. Liam adjusted the shields and prepared the weapons. Mira stood beside him. No longer weak but ready, the enemy attacked without warning. Beams of energy struck the ship, shaking it violently. Liam steered through the attack, dodging and firing back. Mira used her growing strength to help stabilize the ship's systems. Despite the danger, Liam stayed calm. We won't let them take you, he said firmly. The fight was long and difficult, but Liam's skill and Mira's new strength made them a strong team. They managed to escape the enemy and jump into hyperspace, leaving the danger behind for now. After the battle, Mira looked at Liam with gratitude. You saved me again. Our bond made me stronger. Liam smiled. It's not just me. It's us. Days passed as they traveled through space. Liam continued to learn about Mira's people and their customs. He found that the bond was also a sacred promise. Becoming mates meant trust, respect, and shared life forever. Mira told Liam about the ritual her species performed to complete the bond. It was a ceremony that joined two beings in mind and body. Without it, the bond could not fully heal her. Liam listened carefully. We need to find a safe place for the ritual. Mira nodded. Yes, it must be done soon, or I will weaken again. Liam set a course for a nearby moon known for its peaceful nature and old temples. It was a place where Mira's people once visited for important ceremonies. Liam hoped they could reach it before the enemy found them again. As they approached the moon, Liam felt a mix of hope and fear. The ritual was their best chance, but it was also unknown and risky. Mira looked at the glowing moon with determination. This is where I must complete the bond. Liam took her hand gently. We will do it together. They landed on the moon's surface. The air was thin but breathable, and the sky was clear and full of stars. Liam helped Mira walk to an ancient temple made of smooth stone. Strange symbols covered the walls, and soft light came from crystals embedded in the rock inside the temple. Mira prepared for the ritual. She explained that it would connect their minds and hearts deeply. Liam listened and nodded. He trusted Mira and wanted to help her live. The ritual began with Mira placing her hands on Liam's chest. A soft light surrounded them. Liam felt warmth spread through his body and a strange sense of peace. Their minds touched, sharing memories, feelings, and strength. At first, it was overwhelming. Liam saw flashes of Mira's world, beautiful landscapes, her people's struggles, and her loneliness. Mira felt Liam's kindness, bravery, and hope slowly. The light grew brighter. The bond deepened, and Mira's strength returned fully. Liam felt energized too, as if they were sharing a new life. When the light faded, Mira smiled brightly. "I am healed. The bond is complete." Liam smiled back, feeling a calm happiness he had never known. "We did it." But their moment of peace was short. The enemy was still nearby, watching their every move. Liam knew they had to move quickly to stay safe. As they left the temple, Liam looked at Mira. "You are stronger now, but the enemy will come again." Mira nodded. "I will fight to protect us. Our bond gives me power." Together, they prepared to face whatever challenges lay ahead. Their connection was new and strange but powerful. They were no longer just a pilot and an alien. They were partners, bound by life and hope. The stars outside seemed brighter as their ship lifted off from the moon. Liam and Mira were ready for the future, whatever it might bring. The stars streaked past as Liam guided the ship away from the peaceful moon. Mira sat beside him, her strength fully restored by the bond they had formed. Despite this, both knew their troubles were far from over. The enemy was still out there, hunting them. Liam checked the ship's radar constantly. "They won't give up easily," he said quietly. Mira nodded. "They want my secret. They believe my people hold power that can change the galaxy." Liam's eyes narrowed. "We have to stay ahead. We cannot let them catch you." For the next several days, Liam piloted through asteroid fields, dodged through narrow space corridors, and used every trick he knew to avoid detection. Mira helped by using her alien senses to warn of danger. Their teamwork grew stronger with every challenge. One morning, Mira sat in the ship's small kitchen, preparing a simple meal. Liam watched her with admiration. She moved with grace, but carried the weight of her mission silently. "Do you miss your home?" Liam asked gently. Mira looked out the window. "Every day. Valora was a beautiful world. I never thought I would leave." Liam smiled. "Maybe one day, we can find a way to bring your people back." Mira returned his smile, but there was sadness in her eyes. "I hope so." Suddenly, the ship's alarms rang loudly. Enemy ships detected ahead. The computer warned. Liam's hands flew over the controls. "Prepare for evasive maneuvers." Mira stood beside him, ready to help. "They are faster this time. We must be careful." The enemy ships appeared on the radar, closing in quickly. Liam's ship shook as beams of energy struck the shields. He pushed the engines to their limit, weaving through space debris. The enemy fired again, but this time Liam had a plan. He aimed the ship toward a nearby nebula, thick cloud of gas and dust that would hide them. As they entered the nebula, the ship's sensors struggled to see. Liam switched off the external lights to avoid detection. Mira held Liam's hand. "You are brave." Liam smiled. "I learned from the best." Inside the nebula, the enemy ships slowed down. Unable to navigate the thick gas, Liam's ship moved carefully through the swirling colors. Suddenly, a loud crash shook the ship. Liam looked at the screen in alarm. "We hit something." The ship's systems flickered, and lights dimmed. Liam struggled to keep control. "We must land," Mira said urgently. "I can help with repairs." Liam nodded. "Find a safe place." The ship descended toward a small, rocky moon covered in strange blue crystals. Liam landed carefully near a cluster of the glowing stones. Mira stepped out, feeling the energy from the crystals. "This place is special. It might help us." Together, Liam and Mira began repairing the ship. Mira's alien knowledge and Liam's technical skills worked well. As they worked, the bond between them deepened even more. At night, They sat beside a campfire under the stars. Liam looked at Mira. I never thought I would meet someone like you. You are strong, kind, and brave. Mira smiled. And you are loyal and caring. I am lucky to have you. Their hands found each other again, and the warmth between them grew. The next day, Liam found a hidden cave among the crystals. Inside, the walls sparkled with natural light. Mira touched the stones and closed her eyes. This energy is healing. It can help me recover faster. Liam helped to rest there. He knew the enemy could return at any moment. They needed to be ready. As the days passed, Liam and Mira strengthened the ship and prepared for the next journey. They also trained themselves for any fight. Mira taught Liam about her people's ways, their strength, and their spirit. One evening, while Liam was repairing a system, Mira suddenly stopped him. Listen, she said. Liam heard faint sounds outside. Footsteps. They were not alone. The enemy had found them. Liam grabbed a weapon from the ship's storage. Mira stood beside him. Combat ready. The enemy soldiers entered the clearing, surprised. To find the two prepared. Liam raised his weapon. Stay back. The enemy hesitated. But one step forward. You cannot hide her forever. She belongs to us. Mira shook her head. I belong to no one but myself now. A fierce battle began. Liam fired carefully, protecting Mira while avoiding serious harm. Mira used her alien strength and quick reflexes to defend them both. After a tense fight, the enemy retreated. Liam and Mira were safe for now, but they knew it was only a temporary victory. Liam looked at Mira, admiration shining in his eyes. We will keep fighting. Together. Mira nodded. Yes. Our bond is stronger than their hate. They returned to the ship, hearts full of hope and determination. The challenges were many, but so was their courage. As the ship lifted off the moon, the blue crystals glowed softly below. Liam and Mira looked at each other and smiled. Whatever came next, they would face it side by side. The universe was vast and full of dangers, but also full of chances to grow and survive. Their story was just beginning. The ship moved silently through space, stars shining bright all around. Liam sat at the control panel, his eyes scanning the star maps for any sign of hope. Mira rested beside him, her strength growing every day because of the bond they shared. But the search for others like her continued. Liam knew that to save Mira fully, they had to find her people or at least another mate. Without that, the bond they had formed might not last forever. The enemy's threats were still near, and time was running short. We need to find a place where your people might have gone, Liam said thoughtfully. A safe world, or a colony maybe. Mira nodded slowly. Valora was a great planet, but many fled when the enemy attacked. Some may have gone to hidden places. Liam tapped the controls. I will scan for signals, anything unusual. Hours passed as the ship's computer searched through billions of stars. Finally, a faint signal appeared on the screen. It was weak and old but alive. That's something, Liam said with hope. Let's follow it. The journey took them through uncharted space. The stars changed as they moved closer to the signal's source. Liam kept the ship steady, and Mira watched with quiet anticipation. After many days, they reached a small planet covered with forests and rivers. The atmosphere was thick and alive with color. Liam landed carefully near a clear lake that reflected the sky like glass. Mira stepped out, breathing the fresh air deeply. This place feels familiar. They explored the land together. The planet was peaceful, but there were signs of recent settlement. Broken buildings, old paths, and strange markings on trees. Suddenly, they heard voices. Liam and Mira hid behind a tree and watched. A small group of blue-skinned beings like Mira were gathered nearby. They looked healthy and strong. Mira's eyes filled with tears. My people, Liam smiled gently. We found them. Mira stepped forward slowly, hands raised in peace. The others noticed and approached cautiously. Soon, they were surrounded by familiar faces and warm greetings. The reunion was quiet but full of emotion. Mira explained her journey and the dangers they faced. The group listened carefully, nodding with concern. One of the leaders, a tall woman with silver hair like Mira's, spoke softly. We have hidden here for many years, afraid of the enemy. But we have survived. Mira smiled with relief. There is hope. Liam looked around. Can you help protect Mira and your people? The leader nodded. We will do what we can. Together, we are stronger. The days that followed were filled with planning and preparation. Liam helped repair the settlement's defenses. Mira shared stories and learned more about her people's current life. At night, Liam and Mira sat by the fire. I never thought we would find your people, Liam said quietly. Mira took his hand. Neither did I. This bond between us saved me, but finding them saved my heart. Their connection felt stronger than ever. The bond was more than survival. It was a promise of a new beginning. But danger still loomed. The enemy had not given up their search. Liam and the leaders knew the peace might not last. One evening, a scout arrived with urgent news. Enemy ships detected nearby. They are coming for the settlement. Liam stood quickly. We must prepare for battle. Mira looked determined. We will defend our home. The people worked through the night, setting traps and strengthening walls. Liam taught them how to use the ship's technology for defense. Mira's strength and courage inspired everyone. When the enemy arrived, they were met with fierce resistance. The battle was intense, but the united group fought bravely. Liam and Mira fought side by side. Their bond gave them strength and courage. Together, they pushed the enemy back. After the fight, the settlement was safe for now. Liam looked at Mira, proud and hopeful. We have won this battle, but the war is not over, he said. Mira nodded. We will keep fighting. For our people, for our future. As the stars shone above, Liam and Mira knew their journey was far from finished. But with their bond and the strength of their people, they were ready for whatever came next. After the battle, the settlement was quiet again. The people worked hard to repair what was damaged. Liam and Mira stayed close, their bond strong every day. They both knew the enemy would return. But they were ready. One morning, the leader, with silver hair, called Liam and Mira to a private room in the settlement's main building. The room was filled with old books and maps, signs of a long history. We have something to show you, the leader said. It may change everything. Liam and Mira exchanged curious looks. The leader pulled out a large, ancient map. It showed many stars and planets, some marked with strange symbols. This is a record of our people's history, she explained. It tells of a secret planet where many of us escaped during the first attacks. It is hidden and protected by natural forces. Mira's eyes brightened. If we find that planet, we can save more of our people. Liam nodded. And maybe finally be safe from the enemy. The leader smiled softly. Yes, but the journey is dangerous. The path is filled with unknown dangers. Liam stood up, determination in his eyes. We have faced danger before. We will do it again. Mira took his hand. Together, they spent the next days planning the journey. Liam repaired the ship, making it ready for a long trip. Mira studied the map and learned everything she could about the hidden planet. The people gave them supplies and warm wishes. Everyone hoped this mission would bring hope to their people. Finally, the day came. Liam and Mira boarded the ship, ready for the next adventure. The settlement gathered to say goodbye, their faces full of hope and fear. As the ship lifted off, Liam looked back at the settlement. We will return with good news. Mira smiled. We must. The ship entered the unknown space marked on the map. The journey was long and difficult. The stars seemed different here, strange and unfamiliar. One night, Mira woke Liam. Look at this, she said, pointing to the screen. The ship's sensors detected a strong energy field ahead. It was like nothing Liam had ever seen. That must be the planet's shield, Liam said, amazed. It protects the hidden world. They moved closer carefully. The shield was a glowing barrier that shimmered with colors. Liam piloted the ship through the barrier. The moment they passed, the stars outside seemed brighter. The ship's system stabilized. Ahead, the hidden planet appeared. It was beautiful, covered with green forests, shining lakes, and tall mountains. The air was fresh, and the colors were vivid. Mira smiled with tears. This is our home, a new beginning. They landed near a village. The people there looked peaceful but strong. They welcomed Mira with open arms, recognizing her as one of their own. Liam met the village leader, a kind man with wise eyes. "We have waited for you," he said. "Your arrival brings hope." Mira and Liam explored the village, learning about the people's life. They had stayed hidden for years, protecting their secrets and healing from past wounds. One night, round a fire, Mira shared her story. She told about the enemy and the bond that saved her. The villagers listened carefully. The village leader spoke next. "There's a truth you must know. The enemy is stronger than we thought. They seek a weapon hidden on Valora that can control all life." Liam frowned. "We must stop them." Mira nodded. "If they find that weapon, no one will be safe." The leader continued. "That is why we hid here, to protect the secret and wait for the right time." Liam and Mira knew their mission was more important than ever. They had to find the weapon before the enemy did. The villagers agreed to help. They shared old maps and knowledge of secret tunnels and ancient technology. Liam and Mira prepared the ship for another journey. This time, they would return to Valora to stop the enemy and save their people. Before leaving, Mira stood quietly, feeling the strength of her people around her. Liam joined her and held her hand. "We will do this," Liam said. "Together." Mira smiled. "Together." The ship lifted off, carrying hope and courage back into the stars. The future was uncertain, but they faced it with determination. The hidden truth had been found, and now their greatest challenge awaited. The ship moved quickly through space, heading toward Valora. Liam sat at the controls, his eyes sharp and steady. Mira stood beside him, her hands glowing faintly with the power of their bond. They both knew this mission was their greatest challenge. "Yet, the enemy wants the weapon hidden on Valora," Mira said softly. "If they get it, they will control many worlds." Liam nodded. "We cannot let that happen." As they approached Valora's orbit, the planet looked as beautiful as ever. From space, green forests stretched across the surface, rivers sparkled in the sunlight, and mountains reached toward the sky. But beneath this beauty, danger waited. The enemy fleet was already there, large and powerful. Liam's heart pounded, but he stayed calm. "We need a plan." Mira looked at the planet below. "There's a hidden cave where the weapon is kept. If we can get there first, we can stop them." Liam smiled with confidence. "Then that's where we go." The ship dropped through the atmosphere and landed in a dense forest near the cave's entrance. Liam and Mira stepped outside, ready for anything. The forest was quiet except for the sounds of birds and the wind, but they both knew they were not alone. As they moved toward the cave, they found signs of the enemy's presence: footprints, broken branches, and strange devices left behind. "We are close," Mira whispered. Suddenly, the enemy soldiers appeared from the trees. "Stop right there," one shouted. Liam and Mira didn't hesitate. They fought with skill and strength, working together like never before. The bond between them gave them speed and power. After the fight, they reached the cave entrance. It was dark and wide, with strange symbols carved into the stone. Mira stepped forward. "This is the place." Inside, the cave was cool and silent. They moved carefully, following an old path lit by glowing crystals. The air felt heavy with power. At the end of the path, they found the weapon. It was a small device, but it pulsed with energy that could control life itself. Liam reached out. "We must destroy it." Mira nodded. "But the enemy is coming." Suddenly, the enemy leader appeared. He was tall and strong, with cold eyes full of hate. "You cannot stop me," he said. "This weapon will make me powerful beyond imagination." Liam stepped forward. "Not if we fight for what is right." A fierce battle began. Liam and Mira faced the enemy leader together. Their bond gave them strength beyond anything they had known. Mira used her alien power to block his attacks. Liam fired, carefully, aiming to protect Mira and stop the enemy. The fight was long and hard, but Liam and Mira never gave up. Finally, with a great effort, they destroyed the weapon. The cave shook, and a bright light filled the room. The enemy leader fell, defeated. The power of the weapon was gone forever. Liam and Mira held each other, feeling the bond stronger than ever. They had saved Valora and many worlds from danger. As they left the cave, the sun rose over the forest. The light felt warm and full of promise. Liam looked at Mira. "We did it," Mira smiled. "Together." Back on the ship, they set a course for the hidden planet. Ready to rebuild and protect their people, the future was uncertain. But Liam and Mira knew one thing for sure. As long as they were together, they could face anything. Their bond was not just a connection. It was hope, courage, and love, and that was stronger than any enemy.